Michael Jackson's legendary ad, the sizzling hot feet campaign. That time Tina Turner and David Bowie did whatever it is they're doing here. Without a doubt, Pepsi definitely had plenty of iconic TV spots in the late 90s and early 2000s, and many of them were simply irresistible, right?
Pepsi, the choice of a new generation.
For example, Time magazine lists Pepsi's Cindy Crawford commercial as one of the most influential Super Bowl ads of all time. But let's not forget one of the most memorable Pepsi commercials from back in the day. While she doesn't have the name recognition of Cindy Crawford, any 80s or 90s baby will certainly remember the Pepsi Girl, played by Hallie Eisenberg. Yes, she's been away from the limelight for quite some time, but these commercials definitely left an impression on anyone who happened to catch them. Oh, and speaking of impressions,
I'd like to give you a chance to make amends. Capiche?
in this series of ads, Eisenberg played a sassy young girl who primly, or not so primly, requests a Pepsi, fearlessly clapping back at anyone who gives her a Coca-Cola instead. She often lip-synced to voiceovers for an effect that's equal parts cute and creepy. Here she is going full-blown Joe Pesci on some poor unsuspecting fool.
A Pepsi, please.
Sorry, we only have Coke. Now you've done it.
You're sorry? Not half as sorry as you're gonna be. I ordered a Pepsi, pal.
So what happened to Eisenberg after she stopped shaming Coca-Cola and making grown men cry? And most importantly, where is Hallie Eisenberg now? Aside from her series of adorable Pepsi commercials, Eisenberg's big break came in 1998 when she starred in the comedy Polly alongside an unusually smart parrot. Trigger warning, it's unexpectedly bittersweet at times.
Marie! Marie!
She followed that up with roles in the 2000 dramedy Beautiful and the 2006 comedy How to Eat Fried Worms.
Is this all because he threw a worm in Joe Guire's face? That was really dumb. I loved it.
In her 12 years as a child actor, Eisenberg amassed 19 credits to her name, which suggested that plenty more plum roles were on the way.
Okay, fairy godmother. Make me talk right.
For a time, it seemed like Eisenberg was absolutely everywhere, and her charm was on full display when she was interviewed on both The Howie Mandel Show and The Rosie O'Donnell Show. But Eisenberg ultimately didn't stay in the limelight, nor did she go on to become a Hollywood A-lister. In 2010, Eisenberg appeared in the film Holy Rollers, which ended up being her last acting role to date. However, that film appearance brought to light her connection to a certain Hollywood A-lister. It stars Jesse Eisenberg of The Social Network fame, and it's not just a coincidence that the two of them share a last name. That's right, they're siblings. In fact, in an interview with The Guardian, Jesse revealed that their older sister used to be a Broadway actress, and he'd tag along with her and appear in small roles. He said of those pre-Hollywood days, "I was not good in any of it. I was just there because my sister was doing it and I wanted to be with her." While Jesse has gone on to become a big Hollywood star, his sisters ultimately chose different paths. And Hallie's been quite active on social media, so it's easy to see what she's been doing with herself since appearing in her last film role.
Honey, you ain't heard nothing yet. Hit it, fellas.
According to 17, Eisenberg left Hollywood in 2010 to attend college. And judging by her Instagram, she's lived a rather fascinating life since then. In 2016, her then-boyfriend, Owen Danoff, was a contestant on The Voice. In fact, The Washington Post reported in 2016 that the couple was living in New York City with her brother. But more recent posts on the former child star's account suggests there's a new man in her life. Otherwise, Eisenberg's Instagram account shows her hanging out with friends, chilling out at a Game of Thrones-themed bar, and living the life. Oh, and that's not all. Not by a long shot. Scrolling through Hallie's account, it's easy to see that she's a fan of going to the beach, singing, playing with her food, and playing with her dog, Albus. There's even the occasional cameo from her famous brother. By the look of it, she's a down-to-earth, relatable, and beautiful young woman. Former child stars of Pepsi ads. They're just like us. Or are they?
And I'm not Hallie Eisenberg.
I'm Halle Berry.
Check out one of our newest videos right here, plus even more list videos about your favorite stars are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.